everybody was sharing something about like a foreclosure on your extra house, your other house, or maybe I don't even know what happened.
Long story short, I was never in danger of losing my house. I lost track of some shit due to weird circumstances and a lot of depression. And I found out about it. And I was like, by the time I found out about it, I was like, holy shit, like this is wild. Um, and I had a couple options. It's like, well, you can try and you can remedy this now. And I had some ways to do that, but it's kind of a pain. The other way was, well, I'm already selling my other property. And so once the other property sells, it'll just pay this off and that's that. But like I wasn't worried about it ever because it's like, okay, well, now that I know this is happening, I'll go ahead and fix it.
Right.
And a whole bunch of people like might have weird questions like, how did you not know? And let me just suggest, like, my life got turned way upside down. And I'll also suggest that like the mortgage payments that like people are like, why didn't you know you weren't paying your mortgage? It's like, well, because they're like a tiny fraction of my monthly spending, and both my income and spending went into massive flux when my family got like kind of separated from each other, and everything that we did, like all of my streaming income, it stops when you don't stream. And then the other thing is like the amount that you're spending each month changes dramatically when like the government is saying you can't do a whole bunch of shit and you got to kind of stay home. So like I just didn't I didn't know that things weren't happening. The moment I found out, I'm like, oh fuck. Well, I guess I'll fix this in this way because it seems the best. Now, unfortunately for me, because it's actually about protection, right? Like foreclosure notices go into the paper and stuff like that, and there's nothing you can really do to stop it other than taking care of it prior to that. By the time I found out what was going on, it was too late for me to stop it without really making things difficult on me. She's like, well, I guess people are going to find out about it. But at the end of the day, it's like, but so like, yeah, here guys, a bunch of catastrophic decisions led to this really scary situation, but it's taken care of. I don't know what else to say. Like, but it is funny because like the narrative online is like, well, he's a billionaire trust fund baby. It's like, well, which one is it? Like, am I hopelessly broke? Am I a billionaire trust fund baby? Like, what? Maybe I'm just a guy. Like, maybe I'm just a guy, and like my situation got really fucked up, and how I normally handle things got messed up. So I had to do some alternative stuff, and like I had to take care of it in a way that wasn't ideal. But it is what it is. It's done.
Yeah, I had
Now my house is back to being paid off, which is nice. But anyone who goes, oh, by the way, anyone who says like, oh, why would you take out a mortgage on a paid off house? Well, I paid off my house with my money, with the trust I created, with the joke name in the trust that I came up with. People are like, oh, some trust bought it for him. Like, no, that's Kayla and I's grantor trust that we generated on for the benefit of our kids. And there's a lot of reasons to have the trust set up the way it is. And I won't really explain it to you because it doesn't matter. But I bought this house and then I took out a mortgage because do you know how cheap debt was? Do you know what you can do if you take like $250,000, $300,000 and you put it in like some investments that basically guaranteed to return 7 to 9%, and you're getting the debt for 4.25%? Do that. Like, why waste the asset? Like, why waste the money? So it was a way to extract equity and use it beneficially, and it's been awesome. I love that. Especially while I would have sold the other house and used the proceeds to do the investments back then, but we were helping out friends. And instead it's like, well, leverage the property that you have and or the equity that you have in something. But if you don't understand like why you would do something like that, you probably haven't had the opportunity to, and that's fine. But it's funny, like seeing Aaron trying to figure it out. He's like, why would anybody do that? I'm like, well, you wouldn't, because you'll never be in a high income category. But I'm not right now. Hope to get back there sometime. Hopefully I'll earn it. And I may not. Who knows? Money comes and goes. To me, money's always been in the hands of God. Yeah, I never regard it really as mine. Like I spend it and I share it with people who I think could use it more than me, which is most people. And I always treat it as if it could be gone tomorrow. And maybe it'll come back, maybe not. I don't live my life worried about that.